What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video vlog. I want to try something new, so I'm thinking of doing a segment that's called Throwback Thursday. I know right now it's not really Thursday, it's actually Wednesday that I'm recording this, but I got some thoughts in my head while I was running, and I figured let's just record, then let's just talk about whatever. Currently walking a little bit. I just did 15-minute run, so after this video I'm gonna go back to continue running. Before I do that, I just want to give my thoughts on some things that just came up in my head. Let's get started to Throwback Thursday. So what this segment's going to be about, it's going to be just reminiscing about the past. So some examples right now, thinking about sports cards right now. Back in the day, I'd say like a decade ago, I'd say Pokemon, baseball, football cards, hockey, soccer, all those trading cards, they were pretty underrated at the time, and looking at it now, it's pretty crazy of how much it's grown with the card industry. For example, Pokemon, right now they're still releasing a bunch of sets. They came up with so many new concepts and ideas, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's verified, but they're going into the NFT, so people are now grading their own PSA Pokemon cards, and then they're putting it as an NFT. So when you own that NFT, you actually, in some cases you actually have that physical card, depending on the company that's running it. I know Pokemon isn't the actual company that's involved with the NFTs right now, at least from what I hear, but it's a really cool start. And Top Shot, NBA, they're now doing their own NFT drop. They already did it a couple months back, but that got a lot of hype, and it definitely was interesting to see how NFTs are now involving sports industries, major ones too. And this week, MLB, so baseball actually got released as well. This week it was on Candy, so Candy actually partnered with MLB, Top Shot partnered with NBA, but I haven't heard for football yet, but I feel like that's going to come up pretty shortly. Leading up to this end of the year, I feel like they're going to release something new, and if they do, it's going to be really cool. But that, for example, just that, it's crazy to think about how sports cards right now are doing from 10 years ago to what they're doing now, and they're now being involved in some next level technology. That's pretty crazy to think about. Another throwback, I guess, would just be Candy. I know Candy's kind of weird to bring up, but when I was a kid, which was not too long ago, a decade ago, I feel like Tootsie lollipops, I haven't seen that as often, but back in the day that was really popular as a kid. You had the commercials, and then you also had Fun Dip, you had Baby Bottle Pop, you have what's that, Push Pops, Ring Pops as well. Those they're still around, but it's kind of crazy to think about looking now and how the candy industry has kind of evolved. So now they got like candy ropes, now they got like special flavored Skittles, you got all sorts of these like products that some of them I'd never heard of. And some of the old throwback candies are still around, but they're just updating, and it's something that we just don't really think about until we're like either working with kids or having kids our own and seeing what kind of candy they're eating, and what's still around actually. And Lego as well. Lego is still a pretty big toy right now. But it's kind of crazy to think about like how many partnerships they've done compared to last, 10 years ago. You wouldn't really see them, you wouldn't figure that they would partner with Disney, and now look what they're doing. They're making sets involving, the Disney castle. You're also seeing partnering with Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars was already with them years back, but I mean, they're still releasing it with them. Now they're doing, Mario. Now they're doing, they made their own movie, Lego movie, the Batman Lego movie as well. There's so many sets out there that I just can't think of right now, but they have so many partnerships with all these brands, and it's kind of crazy to think about, like, seeing how Lego is still popular, which is really cool because, I've played with Legos as a kid. But, just really interesting to see how some toy industry still survived. Haven't really seen dolls as much in terms of like action figures. I haven't really seen those really pop off as much. I mean, I know it's gonna hurt a lot of the older generation that used to play with action figures, but I don't really see as much popularity with them, or at least not that I know of. I mean, I could be, I'm just giving my own opinion. I don't have any like facts or any, prior knowledge to actually back up that, but that's just something I've kind of looked at. It's just some quick little thoughts, little throwback Thursday, something that I'd like to try something new of, post, and obviously, keep posting content. So yeah, I'm gonna continue back onto my run. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Before I end it off, look at this view. Look at that view right there. I'm being blinded by the sun right now, but pretty crazy. Alrighty, have a good one.